Hi guys, I'm Seth Strauss and welcome back to Road to Power. In our last episode you saw us at the dyno at Pucky Boss and we made 230 kilowatts, 390 Newton meters. This was the most drivable and the most power I ever made from the car. So what happened was, yes, I'm happy. Yes, I'm excited. But for the boost level that I'm aiming for, I had to benchmark my car against a stage 1 kit from the likes of HPA or 034 Motorsports, as well as who else makes some kits. There's 3 bolt-on kits available for the R32. I think it's DTM or part of HPA, I'm not sure, but they should see around about 350 horsepower. So if we convert kilowatts to horsepower, we see about 330 horsepower. This is close to our benchmark. So I benchmarked R32 against a bolt-on stage 1 kit boosting 7 psi. Over here I'll add in our 034 Motorsport kit and as well as our boost graph. Here we can see how the two graphs are looking. So what I've noticed is on the 034 Motorsport graph, they are making 7 psi of boost around about 3200 rpm. If I look at my graph, I was struggling to achieve 7 psi, or in our case 0.5 power of boost. We only see 0.5 power of boost later in the reference around 4000 rpm, and then the boost rolls off. Guys, we have a GTX 35 84R ball bearing turbo. It has enough puff to be making 7 psi or 0.5 power at 3200 rpm. So we hit back to the garage. We have to investigate what's going on. This is what we found. We found the wastegate to be loose. We found a hole in our plunger diaphragm as well. What else did we find? Yes, I spoke to my friend Faisal Smith. He looked at the configuration that I used on my boost control solenoid. He suggested I use a top and bottom port of our wastegate and put that into the table and add boost in from the top. I'll add a picture in as how we changed the boost configuration. So sadly I couldn't test that tonight, but I'll have driving videos coming later this week. Our car was standing for 2 weeks. I was a bit busy at work as well as on my private life. Yeah, so have a look at what we found and have a look at what I learned working with the wastegate. So guys, this is the problem that I think I found. You see this is the wastegate plunger, and as you can see here, there's a small leak in it. Just have a look over there. So yeah, so I'm gonna try and fix this. I don't know if the plunger that I have won't work here, so I'm gonna try and fix it using Petsen solution. I'm not sure what you call it in English, but yeah, in Afrikaans we call it a Petsen solution. So what caused this damage was over here. I think this I'll have to cut shorter because it damaged the diaphragm. But this thing was loose. Tighten it, and now we just have to fix the hole, and then we will hopefully have a better boost response. Hi guys, so the pads and solution option did not work. This material is silicone and the pads and solution connects to rubber, so I couldn't get this hole patched up, but there you can still see some resin. But what I discovered, I have this extra plunger for a gate 40, and once I did some research, these plungers, they hold on to the just turn this thing. They hold on to the what do you call it, onto this rubber. By this means, so what I did was I removed this extra plunger I have, one like this. Bought this from AliExpress. I bought this it was 30 bucks way back, and now I actually have this gate. So I opened this one as well. Now I have a new silicone rubber up there. So we're gonna try this. But what I had, this is a 1 bar spring. This is the spring I used to make 0.5. This is 0.4 bar spring. My friend Faisal helped me with this spring, but it seems to it's much weaker than this 0.4. Now I was thinking of using this 0.4 with a helper spring, and it will be sitting like this in the gate. Let's just center that nicely. Yeah, but I am going to go 2-port configuration. I'll add that into the screen over here, where we have direct boost at the bottom of the wastegate, and we have the solenoid valve tapping boost at the top of the wastegate, trying to get a sharper boost curve. At the end of the video, I'll add a boost response from I think it's HPA or the other kit. They have the boost coming in on 7 psi at 3500 rpm, while I'll add in my boost curve. We're only making 7 psi at 4400 rpm. It could be because of this leak and the loose gate, but we'll try a different boost controller configuration with a 3-port valve and see whether we can have 7 psi in the manifold at 3500 pm. Thanks for watching. The next video would be where we actually show a data log of that. But yeah, that's all I have time for this week. Please add a comment if you want to see me add this spring rather. This will depend on the boost curve that we're going to log. So I'll add this plus this and see if I have a better 0.5 response. If I don't succeed with the top bottom 3-port valve, so let's see. Yeah, but this was interesting. I did not know that the plungers open like this. So yeah, now I have a completely new what do you call this, rubber on here, and hopefully it will last a bit longer. Yeah, thanks for staying tuned. Like, subscribe and leave a comment whether I should add this spring in.